real question. Can I, and I'm just going to ask this live because I just believe in full transparency with AI. Can we take out my likes with AI?
Your mouth will move and nothing will come out when you say like.
That would be everyone on Reddit's dream, Pat. Maybe it's not as annoying to other people because everyone kind of talks like that. Like when I see people say like, I don't care that much. But when I do it, I'm like, oh, it reminds me of just slow Wi-Fi. It's like, like being just like.
You understand the logic problem of having part of the show be describing the word that you're taking out of the show. We should say starting now.
Oh, starting now. Yes.
I have no idea what you were talking about.
So I just got some news that if I'm talking slower, it's because I'm trying to not say like. I'm now that I've done the lowest thing you can do. Like this is like a man. This is similar to a man calling a handyman because he can't hang a picture in the house. A woman being like, I need someone to come talk for me, fix my talking because I can't control my own mouth. Just me in my 20s all over again. The Mark Twain Prize, which we talked about last time, when I got back, not only did I have to cut a joke in rehearsal, then the joke I ended on Donald Trump couldn't make it tonight. He got caught in sex traffic. It stayed in, and then they said, we would like to cut it out. And I'm going to be very careful with how I say this because the people at the venue have been amazing. They don't want to silence anyone. It is true that their boss is Donald Trump. So they did their job. I was presented with a tricky conundrum. I just don't know if I did the right thing or not. They said, it was very clear to me that they would lose their jobs.
This is for the broadcast recording.
This is for broadcast. The joke was already leaked by someone that was in the audience, journalist or something. It was already in People Magazine and Daily. It was already out. It's already out there. But then they said, we need to cut it from the broadcast. I'm like, well, it's already out there. Who cares? And they're like, he will sue you. Which is like, I don't buy it. I don't buy it, number one. Number two, he might. Because Bill Maher, I guess, said that he looked like an orangutan. Or he said Donald Trump's dad is an orangutan, allegedly. Trump sued him and won and proved that he's not, the child of an orangutan. He proved that his dad was a human. And like, I'm not being the bratty, like I should be able to make whatever jokes I want whenever I want because I'm a hero. I'm a comedian. I'm on the front lines. I don't care. It's like, it's great. Cut it. But this is the Mark Twain Prize. This is the only time that you shouldn't get censored because it is about comedians using humor to criticize our elected officials. So I was in this jam where I was like, I need to fight for this joke because it's the Mark Twain Prize. And this is the time I feel like I have to, but also I don't want anyone losing their job. But if it's just about him suing me, I was like, okay. I mean, I have to like fly to DC, which is kind of annoying. But I would win. I felt very strongly that I would win because I'm not accusing of anything underage. Sex traffic. You can traffic women in their 50s. That's not right. So also it's in Washington, DC. There's a lot of traffic in DC. The odds that, because politicians live there, there's a lot of sex trafficking that happens in DC. I'm sure it's sometimes in cars. Trump might just be stuck in the physical traffic. That is what I meant. I don't know what you guys are talking about. In DC, you're stuck in traffic all the time. It's DC. There's politicians and billionaires and weirdos. So there's probably some sex trafficking happening around you. You might not even know about it, but you're stuck in traffic. So all physical traffic could technically be called sex traffic. So my point was he's just caught in the traffic of DC. I'm seeing other people traffic, not him. And he's just stuck in it. Poor guy. like, we should have shot this in Florida where, at Mar-a-Lago, he could have made it because he wouldn't have been caught in this sex traffic he has no part in. He's just like trying to get here. Wait, what are you guys talking about? Why are you getting defensive? Yeah. I am so clear now that when somebody gets offended by something, they are guilty of the thing. I just think it's a little weird that we can't joke about it.
I like listing off the things you didn't say as like, here's evidence of my restraint.
Yes, at the time. Yeah, I believe I should sue him for emotional distress for how much I had to restrain. The stress of holding in all the things I wanted to say has given me some kind of chest thing. I have a chest thing now.
You've always wanted to try new material on
Your
stage.
behavior has stressed me out. So I had to write a set and do it in the Kennedy Center where Trump is the boss and not make fun of you as much as that. You know how hard that is for a comedian? You basically silence someone with Tourette's. I just want to be clear that the people that work there were amazing and did their jobs well and protected their boss from the wrath of a mom, a comedian mom. They protected the president of the United States from me destroying his reputation. Like, I'm just like, honestly, like, I can't believe I had the audacity to ruin his pristine name. By the way, I also did his roast already. I did the Donald Trump roast when was that? I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. When was it? Honestly, so much respect for someone that signs up for that, whatever. I mean, his wife was in the front row just getting, he could have left her out of it. And he just went, that was great television. Great television. So I'm like, this guy just wants great television. And he's looking at these debates, he's looking at the White House speeches like, this is not great television. No one wants to watch this. This show sucks. You know who could fix this show? Me. By not showing up for it. Remember when he didn't do the debates? He was just like, the best thing I can do is not show up. And he was kind of, he's in WWE. Like, he's fully just doing WWE in the White House. And what's the most genius way to do WWE in the White House? Have MMA on the lawn. I mean, it's like, so I don't even want to play chess with this. Like, I don't even want to like think about it or talk about it. It was, I guess, if they had told me to cut in rehearsal, I'm sure I would have pushed back. I don't know how I could have done this differently. I do not want to deal with this person and have to talk about him anyway. Like, someone said to me the other day, they were like, 2 more years. I was like, you know how long 2 years is? 2 years is forever. Forever. And then the point was, I was like, I think people overestimate how important they are on a pretty daily basis. Maybe I underestimate how important I am because there's people on Threads who think I like decide the election with my stand-up or like podcast or something. Like, the number of people I thought were friends, their acquaintances, who were like, you made fun of this Tim Walz. Yeah. And look where we are now. I'm like, me?
You're manipulating the swing voters.
By the way, first of all, thank you. Like, wouldn't you want to be friends though with the most influential person on earth? Why are you burning a bridge with the most influential person on earth?
The Democrats knew you were going to tip the scales. They didn't reach out.
I didn't even pronounce his name right. And I'm pretty sure this podcast has been demonetized for 6 years now. But the joke implying that he's racist, no problems.
Drop in the bucket.
Nah. If he even sues, like, just sends out a letter, and then I'm like, fine. Did he win or did I win by cutting the joke? I was kind of like, I think I won. The point is there was a big joke that was in the news that's not going to be in the cut of the Mark Twain Prize. I hope you enjoy the show. And the most annoying part, I got to say, this is the most annoying part, is that it was my last joke in the set. So I delivered my second to last joke the way you would deliver the second to last joke. I didn't deliver the second to last joke as if it was the last joke. So I feel it is truncated, but it might be the kind of thing that nobody else would notice but me. But my thing was like, why didn't you just tell me I couldn't say this guy was...
So they don't have to cut between your last joke and closing goodbye or whatever.
It's just a different... It looks like it's cut. This is their other point. They're like, he might not sue you right away, but he might wake up in 4 or 5 years, I'm going to watch that Mark Twain Prize thing again. Like, I'm just, just bored out of his mind. Like, the new gold toilet just chipped and he's in a bad mood, and Ivanka's new island that wants to renovate didn't scratch the itch. The Trump boutique on, what is the island that she went to hike on? And she's like, I'm going to buy this island. You're like, I'm going to take this shanty and turn it into something we can put my dad's name on and go. It's like, no, I think that's beautiful. That's why you're there. But you already went. Now you're going to make it nice? I think it's already nice. Like, can you does anyone what is everyone on that has all this energy? I've never been on I don't think I've ever been on an island at all, but have I? I've been to Jamaica. I've been there, man. I didn't go to Jamaica and was like, I'm going to turn this into a tourist destination in the hotel I'm already in, overpaying for it. But anyway, so they were like, you'll always have this hanging over your head and you never know when he'll just like get bored and strike out of left field.
But the people that work there.
The people that work there on staff told me not to say it. The people that were hourly and daily hires laughed hysterically. But the people who get health insurance from the Kennedy Center did their jobs well. And I can't wait to work with them again and come back whenever I'm invited because of them only. You know that feeling when you just want to chill after work, but then you realize you have to drive across town. You got to navigate a bunch of white guys with dreads, rando smoke shop. You got to hope they're legit and then probably overpay for something behind the... What are we doing? What is this, me in my 20s and 30s? No. Okay, this is why I started using the Everything 420 app. It's like Amazon, but for all of your chilling needs and essentials. They've got the brands that you actually know: Cookies, Stitzy, Backwoods, Runts, all quality checks so that you're never guessing. Everything ships to your door in discreet packaging. Nobody knows what's inside, not the mailman, not your neighbor, and definitely not Susan with the kumquat tree. She won't even share. You can browse on Everything 420. Flour, vapes, diablos, pre-rolls, glass, and whatever you want. And here's the thing. They've got mystery boxes where you can pick a category and they'll send you way more bang for your buck. It's perfect if you want something new without overthinking it. If you've been working hard and actually want your downtime to feel like downtime, download the Everything 420 app and do it now. Use promo code CONO, CONO, for 15% off. Thank me later. All right, y'all, there's no easy way to say this. I'm just going to say it. I am surviving solely on HUEL Black Edition, and I'm not kidding. I'm dead serious. Like, I will cut up fruit for my son for 2.5 hours, but by the time I've cut it up, I want nothing to do with it. Like, having a kid, I love him more than anything, but it's like ruined. I'm so mad at food at the moment. And people are like, just eat your kids' leftovers. No, what? No. Are you insane? I'm going to put it back in the fridge so it's the next meal. And then when he rejects it again, it's going to be the next meal that never happens. And by the time it's like, I'm like, all right, this ship sailed. I'm not going to eat it. So I never end up eating. But I always have HUEL, the Black Edition shake with me at all times. It's 40 grams of protein, 27 essential vitamins and minerals, mixes with water or milk in 30 seconds. No artificial sweeteners, colors, flavors. I switched it out for all those weird... By the way, I was told by my doctor, no snacking. That's the main thing. So no snacking. I don't know why, but I believe it to be true. But this is a game changer. Okay, HUEL, no crash, no afternoon slump. And if I'm in a rush, there's the RTD bottle. That's what this one is, right? This is what I use. Whatever the one I have in front of my hand is. It's like my fridge is full of it. Get HUEL today. Head to HUEL.com/Whitney. Use code Whitney for 15% off. New customers only. Thank you to HUEL for partnering and supporting our show. So I have been reluctant to talk about this other thing because I'm still not clear the deal. All right. On one hand, I am stoked because this next story is an amazing opportunity to blame your behavior and mistakes on something other than you. We've run out of things to blame things on. You can't really blame your parents anymore. You're 40 now, dude. Your parent is dead. Now what? Can't blame your ex anymore. No one cares. Simulation didn't really take in terms of being able to blame it. You can say we're in a simulation, but you can't be like, my ex-girlfriend called. I think my simulator just texted her. I didn't do it. We have Wi-Fi in the sky now. You can't be like, I didn't get it. Like, there's no full accountability at all times, except CERN turned off. And this is our shot. Pat, I need you to prepare yourself to explain CERN in 3 sentences.
As small of a thing that you could imagine, that thing is made up of smaller things that are impossible to see or measure.
You can have 10 sentences.
They're trying to see it for long enough to find out what's going on with it. When they can get the tiniest thing you could ever imagine to appear, it's only there for a billionth of a second.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way to make it appear is to get something that's going almost the speed of light to crash into another thing that's going almost the speed of light. That's why they have that big arc.
And CERN is, if you don't know, it's this giant device machine.
2 of them now. They had one that was working, and then they realized it has to actually be 5 times bigger.
It's in Switzerland. Basically, they mash particles together at the speed of light to what? Try to make wormholes, try to recreate the Big Bang Theory, try to find out what's in an atom, what everything's made of. It costs, I believe, $5 billion, $5 billion. It has scientists from all over the world. You will see an Iranian and Chinese and American scientists working shoulder to shoulder on this thing. So this is when everyone's like, truce. Okay. And when it's on, it's smashing particles together. And the theory is when it turns off for maintenance or whatever, we switch timelines. Okay. That's very hard to prove. This is when people it wasn't Bernstein Bears, it was Berenstein Bears. It's not Chick-fil-A with a K. I thought it was Chick-fil-A with a C. A lot of people look, weed is legal now. No one remembers anything, okay?
If all the people investing this money knew that the end result was going to be changing the spelling on a bunch of VHS tapes from the 90s, I don't know if they would spend the money.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, I can see Fruit of the Loom changing its logo. I can see, it was a kid in underwear. Change that guy, allegedly. And then I feel like lawyers are going to be watching this episode. And then Berenstein Bears, they're like, it was Berenstein. I'm like, I can see it being written by a Jewish guy and then them being like, you know what? Whoever the publisher was like, maybe make it a little less Jewish. That's happens. So a lot of people are blaming their behavior. They see that things a pressure lifts during this time, which, by the way, sidebar, I implore you to watch the opening ceremony for CERN. Have you seen it, Pat? The opening ceremony for, I believe, the government of Switzerland for when this giant machine opened. It's underground, 200 meters underground. It's 16 miles in a circle, I think, or something. It's massive, this thing. And they have a interpretive dance. I don't even know, when you open a machine, is there always a party?
It's like a Cirque du Soleil tryout.
It's a Cirque du Soleil. I'm not even this person, but it is kind of satanic. I never see that in anything. I'm like, why is this guy dressed as a goat and someone else he's getting sucked up into a giant red ball of babies?
The only other thing that I've seen like it is the Krampus March.
What's that?
It's when everybody dresses up like the Krampus and marches through town like
right.
devil horn Santa Claus.
It's like ratchet, musty driftwood wooden horns and stuff. And then people they come out, it's kind of almost like YMCA video. It's like these workers sort of was it Devo, Whip It Good? And you're like, well, this is kind of funny. This is very Switzerland. Switzerland's sick. They're kind of punk rock. And then they take their clothes off and are in white panties getting sucked up into
special pagan mud
I guess
rubbed all over themselves.
who was in charge of the choreography for this thing? I feel like you could have hold up the Swiss flag, maybe show us a planet and like called it a day. But the theory is that because these particles are no longer smashing together at the speed of light over in Switzerland, that there's like a lifting of pressure in a way. People are like, birds are chirping louder. The clouds are kind of different. Everyone has a little more energy. Like people are just reporting differences. Is it a placebo? I don't know. I would love for them to just be like, guys, it doesn't work. This is a fake thing. It's money laundering. Whereas this isn't real.
Maybe it's similar to like if there's a power outage in the neighborhood and you're in your home, which normally has electricity, humming, Wi-Fi, all that stuff. And if
Yeah.
there's a power outage and you're using flashlights and candles, it feels kind of chill, a little different, because
Totally.
it's not, you're not with that humming.
But we can't hear it from over here.
I mean, look, if they're causing timeline schisms with this thing, turning it off is probably pretty relaxing.
I'm fine with timeline switching. I'm fine with it if that's what's happening. There's no way to prove it, right? But if that's the case, fine. You're just not allowed to use it to blame your bad behavior on. That you don't get to use it as an excuse.
My wife gives me a hall pass whenever CERN is shut down.
Nope. We're not doing that. There's literally people on TikTok that are like, yeah, CERN shut down. And I just like this new timeline is like, I just don't feel like monogamy's for me. Like we switched timelines. And in this timeline, I'm poly, which I hate. I didn't ask for this, but these scientists in Switzerland are terrorizing me by putting me in a timeline that I don't want to be in. In this timeline, I don't want to propose to my girlfriend of 6 years who's now 40 and childless, okay? In this timeline, I don't pay the bill to keep the embryos I made with her.
That's CERN on behavior.
In 4 years, it turns back on. I guess in 4 years, I'll love her again. Because this timeline's a nightmare. Like, we're not blaming the giant space fleshlight. I would love something to blame. I would love it. I dabbled in astrology the other day. I almost said Scientology, but as you guys know, they rejected me. They were not interested. Hard pass. But I get it. Trust me, no one is more tired of having to feel bad than me for things that I literally did. I am looking for a scapegoat at all times, okay? But if this was true, I'd be so psyched. I'd be like, CERN dyed my hair blue in 2019. That was weird. There are some weird things happening though. I don't know. I don't know if it's why. It could be a billion things because the world every day, 5,000 apocalyptic things are just like thrown at us, But is it because of this like super dork, super soaker of a giant laser butthole is off now? Maybe. Women are reporting 2 periods a month. Women had another period. Women had a period, CERN went off, and then like tons on
must
TikTok.
Be the gradient where the timelines are crossing and they're doubled.
I don't know if this is, I had a weird cycle this month and I didn't put it together until after I sucked. So I was like, oh, I thought it was weird. I just figured I don't know. I just don't think about it. I was like, I live in Los Angeles. I breathe the air that's chock full of toxic waste and vape smoke and weird vibes. I don't know. I'm on planes all the time. Like, I've been on planes a lot. I'm touring, like I just figure that's why, which by the way, I love that like people have kind of now just agreed that planes are bad for us, but why did we have to do that? It was fine not knowing before, but we're always gonna go on planes. Like humans will never stop flying to Pensacola to get catfished. We'll never stop doing that. But I do try to counteract it when I'm touring. Like I try to get the pat down, like the voluntary like pat down or whatever at TSA. And especially when I was pregnant. I remember when I was pregnant, who was with me? Maybe it was Kevin Chrissy. And I went there and I was like, this was 6 a.m. I never do it if it's like busy and crazy. I'm like, just get through here and like whatever. And I'm not like a live forever longevity person. Like, let's just get this whole thing over with. But I was like, you know what? I'm pregnant. I should, in case this is bad, right? And I said to this woman, I was like, can I get the pat down? And she was like, I mean, you talk on your cell phone, don't you? And I was like, wait, are they the same thing? Is going through the TSA the same as talking on my phone? Do you know something weird? What? It was just, she was like, yeah, going through the pre-check thing. She's like, you talk on your phone, don't you? I was like, I actually was kind of just doing this as like to feel like I tried in case something's weird, but now you just admitted there's something up with this thing. This is why I can only do one. For sure, I can only do one. Double isn't the same as one. What is happening? Are we at the point where people at their job can just discourage you from wanting to stay alive? It was the weirdest moment. I was just like, did you think I was gonna be like, oh, good point. Good, you know what? Good point. Never mind. Put me through the microwave for no reason that I have to go through barefoot at TSA. Anyway, so if you ever go to a local coffee shop or boutique and notice that the checkout is just smooth sailing, you know what I mean? Like you tap, you pay, it's done. The whole experience feels like put together and like you're kind of just in the future. That's Square is what that is. Okay, I'm obsessed with Square. It's not just a payment system. It's a platform powering so many businesses that I love. Whether it's lattes, like I got some this week. A lot of matcha places have Square. Like they know we can't be corny. We can't waste people's time. They're matcha people. They're international. Whatever it is, Square gives your business one connected system to take payments, manage inventory, run payroll, and send invoices, and see it all in one place. Here's what I love about it. No contracts, no hidden fees, no complicated installs. Can you guys do that for marriage? Thanks. Businesses using Square, they're just there they're the Virgos of businesses. They accept every payment method. They see sales in real time and they can access their earnings immediately, okay? Sellers using Square save 44 hours a month avoiding deposit delays. That is insane. If you're starting a business or running one that deserves better tools, Square helps you sell, manage, and grow without slowing down. Right now, get up to $200 off Square hardware at square.com/go/Whitney. That's Square, SQUARE.com/go/Whitney. Run your business smarter with Square.
This episode is brought to you by Booking.com.
The other day, I'm hanging out, scrolling through my phone, and I saw a video of someone's porch in New Orleans. It was the most beautiful, historic home. It had moss hanging off the trees, and that was it. That was it. I was like, why aren't I in this photo? Moss, swings, New Orleans. I want to go there. Why are you forcing beaches on me in Machu Picchu? I just want to be on a porch. So I grabbed my phone, I opened Booking.com. I found this perfect vacation home in the French Quartier, the Quartier de France. Search was so easy, tons of options. I booked it in like 5 minutes. And for a person with extreme ADD, that's nothing short of a miracle. I could already picture myself having coffee on that porch. That's what I love about Booking.com. When somewhere gets in your head, whether it's a beach hotel, a vacation home, it makes getting from your ordinary life to that place very simple. No complicated steps, just a stay you love, and then you're done. If something is calling to you, a song, a photo, a feeling that you just need to go somewhere, don't overthink it. Go on, book that trip. It's easy. Booking.com. Booking.yeah. So if the CERN collider is indeed off and making women have more periods because of it, this thing was definitely invented by a man on purpose. Like, because they're not like, oh God, are we going to get double kidney stones? Why are men getting double? Are men getting double balled? Whenever I hear about something like this, like, okay, a giant, whatever, lightsaber tube for you guys to make space in. Do we need it? You guys spend most of your days down figurative wormholes, figuring out if the earth is flat. Do we need literal wormholes? What's this for? Where did we land on the dire wolves? Are they still, they should be full grown wolves by now. They're not puppies anymore. Like, has anyone made sure didn't get out? How about building a 16-foot mile fence around the woolly mammoth that they brought back to life in Silicon Valley? Is this double as a storage container for the dinosaurs they're trying to bring back?
Yeah.
How do you even know if particles are hitting each other at the speed of light? How do you prove that you have this? What if it's like a bunch of guys that just like didn't want to have to see their wives and want to be able to cheat, and they just like sit inside this giant thing and they're just like, we've been in here.
Keep in the wall.
Boom! When I did a renovation on my house, and I was like, oh yeah, like you get a contractor and they like build your house. Great.
It's a 2-step process. You get the contractor, you get the house.
It's like magna tiles, like giant magna tiles. Renovating is like, and you don't know if they're telling you the truth, but it's like, we hit some mold, and you're like, oh, cool, okay. And they're like, well, we got to call the mold people. It's like, you're not that you don't do that. You wouldn't. So okay, you got to bring in new people and wait for them. Okay. Yeah, we hit a main break. We got to call this guy to come. I'm like, what is the courses for contractor? They don't have a mold a week. You can get certified in CPR in like 20 minutes. Like, why not just be the mold guy also? They hit something and they're just like, whoa, this is above my pay grade. And then it's like, we got that like electric guy to come in. You're like, well, the electric guy must. It's just like a way to disseminate responsibility. Because I've never heard a contractor be like, yeah, that's my bad. They're like, well, the electric guy must have ripped through the wall and messed that up. You're like, but you did the wall part. Hold on. Like, it's just a bunch of guys like, okay, here's the deal. Jack of all trades.
Musical chairs with this person's life.
Okay, look.
We're going to fuck with them week after week. And then I'm going to go away just long enough for them to stop hating me. And then, when I come back,
you're going to come and you save the day.
Yeah.
Okay, you're like, throw me under the bus.
And then I'm fixing your mess.
No, and then I'm going to come in and point. And then it's going to be because of the solar panels. Okay? Yeah. The solar panel guy. Okay? He's in Tucson, never to be seen again. Here's all I ask. You can throw me under the bus. All I ask is that you leave a little hole in the wall so I can blame ants. You got me on that? A couple little holes, ants, bees, rats. If you could just mess up the roof just enough for rats to come in, I got you. I won't. I'll figure out a way to make it. You know what? I got it. We'll just do the drone footage of the roof when it's done. Then we'll take a tile out. Okay?
I'll just make sure that the outlet next to the bed doesn't work before I leave.
You did your job. Remove the tile. Rat gets in. Everybody wins. It's like, dude, what is the deal, guys? Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like the CERN collider, it's either my biggest problem or could not matter less. It's like, that's where we are in society now, where you see a piece of news and you're like, this either affects everything and is how I'm going to get cancer, or it doesn't matter at all. And it's a complete fake story. It's like in Labyrinth, remember the two doors? And it's like, this one, you stop. This one, you get the baby back. Is the CERN collider like getting my baby back?
They hope it's the wall that you walk through that doesn't look like it has a door.
The invisible wall. But it's also these things that are so important. Like, this could be the thing that best case scenario of CERN collider, go Pat.
Time travel.
We can time travel. This thing makes you time travel, or the people who talk about it get put in a conservatorship. There's no in between. I'm a conspiracy theorist. If you guys don't figure out how to time travel, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Like, I don't even want to time travel, but like, you guys, this has to be real, you know? But I also think things are just weird going out in the world. I don't know if it's just like a summer thing, because summer is when you're supposed to have fun and everyone's just kind of like, wait, we can't go in the ocean. A lot of warnings about the water. The sharks seem to all be like having meetings. Did you see the sharks? Look up sharks in, I think, Santa Monica.
Oh, did you see the guy? There's a guy running from the police this afternoon, and he jumped in the ocean, and he's swimming the Pacific away from the cops.
Right now?
This afternoon, yeah, I saw this afternoon.
That I'd be like, you know what? Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
If he makes
just
it,
like,
free to go.
You know what, dude?
Yeah.
Hats off. Legend. Legend. So there seem to be sharks that are just talking, hanging out, meeting up. I just mean it's a weird time. There's a lot of things happening now. The heat wave and all this stuff where you're like, this could all if this was all from CERN, it would make sense. I would like to blame a lot of things on CERN, including the way that people move through the world is as if they just snuck into someone else's house and are trying to not get caught. I was just at Legoland and people were like, no one's lost anymore. You're not lost. I'm like, no one's lost.
Nobody's hanging around bullying strangers in public anymore. Like just sitting at a table, just like making fun of people as they walk by and just loitering, because everything's being recorded everywhere you go all the time. And that is a lost art form.
They're not sitting around bullying each other, but there's a new thing where you can be in public and someone can ambush you with a camera for their dumb show. And it's not just me, because I do this for a living. I was at the farmer's market, and you know, there's these shows where people just like have some bit of some thing. This guy comes up to me. I'm at the farmer's market. He did it to other people too. I truly don't think he recognized me. I think after a while, his filmers were like, so this guy comes up to the farmer's market. He has a fake mustache, like on, and he starts asking me out very forwardly and awkwardly. He's like, hi, like, you're beautiful. Would you like to go out with me sometime? Like, kind of trying, like, saying it funny in a way that was just like, what are you doing? And there was cameras, and I'm like, do I have to sign a release form? Is there no release forms for the internet? Like, I did that show Punked, where you prank people, and afterwards they have to sign a release to let you air it. So I was just like, do I have to sign something for this? Like, I instantly just, saw the camera, whatever. You can do this now. You could just bring camera crews to the jelly stand of the farmer's market and just do shitty bits at people. And I move through the mall, and I'm like, is this a bit? Is this person going to do a bit with me for their Instagram reels? Like, it was so clear that this guy had worked so hard on this idea. And I was like, dude, this isn't it. Like, this isn't the one. It's not. This isn't a career. I'd honestly have more respect for you if you just be panhandle. They can film it if you want, but like, this isn't it, dude. Like, I don't know how to break it to you. This will be online for the rest of your life, and one day you will lose custody of your kid. Like, in family court. You can't, I was like, you can't let him do this. I was like, it's not a winner. Billy Eichner's was a winner. I'd tell you if it was a winner. Can we go back to shoplifting? Like, what is all this? Like, why am I always in a grift when I'm just like trying to get groceries? You know what else? When did people stop banging an idea around? When did the first idea that's the one? What are the odds? What are the odds that this is the one? Let's be weird at outdoor grocery stores with women just like trying to buy their food. I was like, should you kick this around more? The mustache, was that the big thing? I don't know. I know I say this as I'm like rambling about bad bits on this YouTube podcast, but it's different. It's a pod. Okay, I have a desk. But like, this isn't your calling. Okay, and you can't film your hobbies. This isn't a hobby. You can also, I'm not your Haktua. I feel like people are like, I'll discover I will humiliate a woman when she's like not focused or out and get it. And make merch. I'm not the star you're gonna put in the pictures, right? Also, this is the farmer's market. Know your audience. That's the other thing. That's all I ask. I know it's comedians, like that's kind of our job, but like now if everyone wants to be a comedian and like ambush people during the day to make shows, don't do the farmer's market. These are people the farmer's market. They don't want fake things. These are salt deodorant people. They're going to notice your Temu mustache. They've got armpit hair. Women have armpit hair. Back to the CERN collider. Because if the CERN collider, if this is what it is, if what they say it is that it's to gain knowledge into the origin of the universe, which is like, if that's what they said it was, it can't be that. Like, they wouldn't tell us what it was, right? I think when it comes to that, I think I speak for all of us when I say just who cares? Have we figured out Wi-Fi? Like, can you finish the thing you started? It's all men. So it's like, can you commit to the thing? Can you be monogamous with your project? And just, can we not move on to time travel till we mastered air travel? By any weird chance? Like, can I just get to Atlanta without becoming bipolar? Also, AI. I was reading about the AI is doing all the internet traffic now. So like all the searching of websites and stuff. So they have to, and they'll just pay for the paywall. Like, so everyone reading the articles and stuff like that. And they're not going for clickbait. They don't care about clickbait. That's just like a human thing. So now they're going to have to like change because the internet's just nothingness now. Great news. No one's mad at me. Those were all bots. That's the excuse I will die on a hill for. It's all bots. That person doesn't think I'm funny. It's a bot. That person thinks I'm a genius. That's a person. The CERN. So for the next 4 years, the CERN collider's off. They're building a new one. Did we get anything out of this one? Because sometimes you got to know when to call it. There's a reason they didn't make a sequel to Jersey Girl. There's no Giggly 2. Giggly 2. Okay. Is it Giggly? I still don't know. It's the Jennifer Aniston, Ben Affleck. Like, what you can totally tell when two people want to start dating. They're like married and like, should we make a movie together? Allegedly. What do we do? Maybe we just like call it and just make it like the bunker at the Greenbrier. Just have people like tour it, make it a water slide.
When they do have some amazing breakthrough, what they end up showing is an orange line and a blue line and a yellow line.
Yeah.
And they're like, there it is. That's what we've been looking for. And it's like 3 different colored lines kind of.
I don't get it. Can you make me get it? If you're one of the most brilliant people on earth and you built this thing and you can't make me get it, I don't buy that you made this work. You know what I mean? Why do we have the smartest people on earth doing this? If there's time travel, okay. I mean, if you're the kind of person that wants to go back to your childhood, congrats. I think most of us are like, I don't want to be in the future at all. I don't want to be, that's me. I'm like, I barely want to be here. I don't want to go to a second behind or a second forward. To what? Change what happened? Like, for what? Well, can anyone just apologize for what they did? I'd go back and do it differently. No, you can't.
I think they might also be looking for an endless supply of safe energy that can be tapped out of something.
Isn't nuclear that, but we just have it all wrong? Like, we think nuclear is bad. It's got bad PR.
Well, nuclear is not perfectly stable and there's waste.
Solar.
Yeah.
Solar.
Clouds.
Solar.
Clouds.
We can get rid of clouds, can't we? Ask Marjorie Taylor Greene. We have space lasers. They break up clouds. Let me not, without researching this, throw this around and put myself into an algorithm that I don't want to be in. I'm really into the CERN collider. Someone yelled it out at a show a couple years ago and I made fun of them, and I'm now realizing it's something to pay attention to based on the statue that they have in front of it. It's like it's like is it the god of death or destruction or something like that? Maybe we're reading too much into it. Maybe we're not. I don't know. But I just think I got my eye on you. I got my eye on you, CERN. I don't know about it. I don't like it. It's worth looking into. It is the hottest thing on earth, is CERN, right? I thought it was lava. Like someone asked the other day, was like, what's the hottest thing on earth? I was like, lava, and it's CERN. It's the CERN collider, right? Is that right?
Yeah, because lava's there. So couldn't be that hot.
What?
It's there.
How, by the way, this is love, guys. I didn't know what love is, but this is it. The other day, Chris and I, we've run out of things to talk about. By the way, thank God, because I just get to like, how do you die of lava? Like physically act it out for me. And we were acting out how you would die of lava. And it was like, okay, so if I put my foot in lava, does my whole body fall, or does my foot just turn into ashes, and then the other foot, and then once your brain is in it, you're just done? Or do you bleed to death? Like, can you stand up if you're in lava and just have a heart attack? And do you have a heart attack? Or is it blood loss?
All of it.
I'll just be like, lava death, boulder death, and make them like act it out. Like, I don't feel like a boulder would, if it hit you in the back, it would break your back, and then you'd probably have a heart attack.
When you shout out like a new death scenario and get someone to act it out, and then they do it.
It's only Chris.
You're like, that's what you've been thinking that was this whole time?
How do you kill your fiance? I haven't planned my wedding, Pat. I just can't.
Don't.
I'm too busy trying to figure out how lava.
Why plan it?
I get being curious about something. I get that the bee in these scientists' bonnets is what's in this atom. What are we made of? But that's not my bee.
What is the most streamlined thing that we can raise $17 billion for? It's a ring underground with light particles.
Well, it's like the dinosaur bones. It's like, where are the dinosaur
Because
bones?
then they don't have to like account for like supplies and
That's it.
output. There's no.
But it's like the thing about
return.
dinosaur bones. Here's what they crushed it with dinosaurs. You can see the skeleton in the museum. So the investors like, I paid for this. That
Somebody
dig.
just bought a T-Rex for $50 million.
The actual bones
The display.
of the bones.
It was like Little Susie or whatever.
The real bones.
Whatever was on display, they're taking home for $50 million.
Display is dinosaur bones. Most of them in museums are fake. They're plaster. And my only question is, where are the real ones? Because wouldn't they be radioactive? They're
My
like,
favorite part of the article is that the bones were found in South Dakota, North Dakota, on somebody's property. The name of the person who owned the property, their last name was Licker, Lickerer.
what did their family do? Their ancestors? Because isn't everything like what you're like?
Apparently,
Potter.
they buried dinosaur bones on their property.
Oh, those are the people that found them.
No, that was who owned the land where it was found.
Okay.
You know, if you really want to do something for your grandkids, you bury dinosaur bones in the backyard and you leave a little note and say, hey, call the news and tell them to start digging
That's
right
it,
here. And
Pat.
for
See,
50
this
years
is
from
it.
now,
This is it.
you're never going to think you did it.
This
you
is
have an
it.
alibi.
This is it. One day your daughters are going to come to me and be like, can you tell us anything about our dad?
He said something's under the basketball court.
Your dad was a very unique man. He would often wear to work a shirt of Jesus with so many abs on a mountain on skis. And it said in a font I could only imagine is called Gay Megadeth, Jesus is skiing. Jesus is king, but he's skiing. And you know what the saddest part is about that story? I laughed.
Do you want to see the back of the shirt?
Yes, I do actually. More than I want to know what is in an atom. Let there be flight. Oh, so sick. I love you guys. Over at Elements.